Fireflies. I am Because She's Star, and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Babysitter Challenge. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that we are at this point right now. Like, the kids, these are the kids that we've been watching grow up for how many weeks now? They are now teenagers. Like, that's just so crazy to me. I have it set up for 15 days, but I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that back to like my random age span, but I'm going to change that to like the regular sim span in a little bit. But right now we have 15 days with these sims, and then they're gonna be young adults, and I'm gonna move them out of the house. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, 15 more days with these sims and then we're done. We're through. We're finished. Like, how is that possible? That's not possible. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. So, here are the kids. I just want to show you guys real fast. You can tell they're all nice and grown up. Here, let's focus on the girls real fast. Let's do a close up. Actually, let's get out of tab. Oh, real quick, you might be noticing, what are they standing in front of? They are standing in front of the new and improved Brookside Manor. For those of you who do not know or haven't caught yet, the way I set up this challenge was that Miss Susan she wanted to make her own boarding school, and so she contacted 6 families that were very rich and very elite sim families, and she said, hey, I want to start this boarding school. Give me the money up front to build this boarding school, and I will raise your kids from toddlers to young adults. And the parents were like, yeah, sure, that totally works for us. And then the parents bailed out, and so they're like, okay, well, this isn't gonna happen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give you actually, no, they didn't give her any money. So in the beginning they gave her no money, so she had to do the boarding school out of our own home. So that's when we were in like that really tiny little house, and like things were all over the world. And then once the kids aged up into kids, the parents were like, okay, well, you've done a good job so far of raising our kids, so we're going to give you a little bit of money. So that's why we were able to do a little bit of home renovation. And now, again, the way I'm playing the story out is that now that the kids are raised up to teenagers, the parents are like, you know what, you've been doing an amazing job raising these kids. Like, you are phenomenal. We are so impressed with the way you raised our children. So they gave her the money. So they gave her the money to build her boarding school. So here's the top view. Oh, that was badness. Top view, real quick. Let me set my timer, and just to give you guys a heads up, this is going to be a long episode, only because I have to go through everything. So here's the front of the house, the back of the house. Excuse my computer. I just started the game, and when I just start the game, like, my computer goes kind of slow. Here's the back of the house. I really love this. Here is a house for Max. Here's a playground. I know you guys are thinking, why do we have a playground? The reason why we have a playground is because it's supposed to be a boarding school, and I think a boarding school would have a playground for, like, when they have kids in the house, or when they have a child in the house. We'll go into that in a second. Here is the garden. One of the first things I wanted to do, let's go ahead and put the walls down, or not the walls, the floors down. Okay, and then the walls. There we go. Alright, cool. So one of the things I really wanted to do, I wanted to do a maze, like a little garden maze. And so we totally did that. Is that already dying? That looks like it's dying. How is that dying? What? I don't know how you're dying. I just planted you. Anywho, here is the maze. So basically you can walk in and go through like this way or go that way into the garden. You can go here in the main and just sit in the fountain. I thought this would be a really pretty place for like the kids to come out and sit in the fountain and like do their homework or when they have dates. We'll go into that in a second too. And so then here's some here's a little, what? How are these dead? Like, oh, ridiculousness. Alright, well, we're gonna have to take care of that immediately. And then I gave them a little bit of a soccer field just so that they can play. And there's Mr. Scott floating in the air. I resetted the Sims, but apparently not all of them got reset. I don't know what happened. But there's that. Here's the backyard. Let's go more. Little seating area. Did I put... No, I didn't put the grill in. Oh, I took the grill out. And you guys are already getting, like, all the view over here. So let's go ahead and go over here. So first things first, let's put the walls up real quick. Here are the walls. The front door, which we've already seen. And then there's two driveways. One driveway here and the other driveway there. This is Mr. Scott's car. Actually, let's go ahead and... Where's Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott's up here. Let's set... Make preferred vehicle. Yes, because I want to make sure that Mr. Scott has his car, because he brought that into the marriage. So yeah, that's also like part of my storyline. Like, my storyline is the reason why we got the boarding school is because the parents decided to finally go on their word and be like, okay, we promised you we would give you the money, so here's the money. You've done a great job of raising our kids. Here's the money we promised you. And also, Mr. Scott actually came from a really rich family in the town. Like, legitimately. He was part of a rich family. So I'm saying that with the money that the kids' parents gave them and then a little bit of money that Mr. Scott should have brought into the marriage, they were able to get the house that they have now. So here in the second driveway, we have some little, I call them mopeds or scooters, whatever you want to call them. They're the campus cruisers from the university life. I gave us 4 so that way the kids could use these, because kids can, the teenagers can use this. So I thought, sweet, that way instead of like having them ride their bikes everywhere, they can do this. Or taxis. You know what, taxis would probably be better, but oh well, we have them. Moving on. Moving into the house. This is gonna be a really long episode. Okay, so here we go into the door. We have a gift that someone gifted us right there. We walk straight in and you go straight in to the kitchen. So actually, you'll see that I really didn't spend a whole lot of extra money on unnecessary things. Like, I did spend, like, as you can tell, I spent a lot of money, but the majority of the money was on the house itself. So the walls, the windows, the doors, the wallpaper, the wall things, my brain, stairs. Like, I spent a lot of money, but not on, like, furniture and decorations and things like that, because I was trying to keep it modest. I really was. I was trying really hard to keep it modest. So gave us this huge kitchen. I can't talk. Apparently we were gifted this. I don't know where we got this, and we were also gifted this. Don't know where that came from. However, I did buy this. So I bought the microwave, but everything, those two were gifted to us. No idea when I got those. I really like the way this looks. It's so pretty. So there we go. There's the kitchen. Again, the two refrigerators. I might actually... No, I'm not. I was going to say I was going to get us another one, but no, I'm not, because we'll see in a minute. Okay, so here's the guest bathroom, I guess it's what it's called. It's the same things that we had on the downstairs bathroom. Over here is when Susan finally goes back to work, and she has the daycare service again. This is where I want all that to happen, so... Yeah, just a little room for Miss Susan to do her daycare stuff. And then, of course, little walkers. And then over here, I have a dining room where the kids can eat and do their homework and whatnot. And here's our family picture. So cute. Okay, and I just remembered something. I didn't do their trays, so we'll go over their trays in a second. But real fast, here's Max's area, his little bed, his toy box, and his food. So let's go over to the kids real quick before I forget. And also, you know what? I never went over Mr. Scott's trade. So let's go ahead and click on Mr. Scott. He's extremely smelly at the moment. I think he needs to be reset, but I thought I resetted him. I don't know what his problem is. So Mr. Scott, let's see if we can get it. Oh, and you get the thing upstairs. Man, I'm ruining so much stuff right now. Mr. Scott. Here's Mr. Scott. His trades are brave, vegetarian, daredevil, virtuoso, and a hydrophobiac. I did not know that. Huh. His favorite color is spice brown, favorite food is autumn salad, and his favorite music is electronica, and he has 16 days so he ages up into an adult. Okay, and he's also an Aquarius. So let's go down back to the kids real fast. So this is Ruth Uribe. I love the way she aged up. Look how adorable she is. She is so pretty. Look how gorgeous she is. I love her so much. So this is Ruth. Let's give a really good close-up of her. I've always envisioned Ruth being this like really bubbly, energetic, charismatic sim who's like really into fashion. So she has this really fancy little necklace and this really fashion forward outfit right here and her little urban shoes. I think she's amazing, and she has a little bit of color in her hair, so she's a little bit of a rebel. I love the way she looks. Her traits are social butterfly, clumsy, green thumb, and charismatic. Actually, I think we'll have you work on the garden. Let me set that up real fast before I forget. So let's head this way. Only because, as always, Ruth isn't going to school. I don't know why she's not going to school. She's the only one that's not going to school right now. She always doesn't have to go the first day for some odd reason. Water, and then I'm going to have you tend. And then tend garden. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and go... Actually, let's go down the line. Let's go to Esther next. Now, this is Esther Hemingway. I also really love the way she looks. I think she has more of a little bit of a unique look, but I still think she's a beautiful, beautiful sim. Here's her face, and the only reason I say that is because she has like a really defined jawline and like puffy cheeks. But I think that's why I love her, because like her cheeks are so puffy, and she's just absolutely beautiful and adorable, and I love her to death. And I love her big, poofy, full lips. Love her. As always, Esther is a very classy, proper young lady. So she relates more to the 40s style of clothing. So there she is in her little pinstripe dress and her little heels with bows on them. If you guys know me at all, or if you've been around for any amount of time, you would know that I am obsessed with like vintage things. I love like the 30s, 40s, 50s hair and clothing style. I'm obsessed. So I had her lean more towards that, as you will also see with Elijah, her twin brother. So this is Esther. Her traits are virtuoso, perfectionist, proper, and artistic. I believe I gave her perfectionist this time around, or was it proper? I don't remember. I think it was perfectionist. Moving on, this is Melody. Let's go through her traits real fast. She is a loner, athletic, evil, and kleptomaniac. Did I give her... I feel like I gave her kleptomaniac this time. I don't remember which one I just gave her. Anywho, again, here's another sim with a very unique face. But I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. Look how beautiful she is. I love her eyes. I think she's so gorgeous, you guys. So pretty. She is very much, I feel like she's a rebel sim, okay? Esther does the rule. She does everything she's supposed to do. She never gets in any trouble. She always does what's expected of her. Melody, on the other hand, she breaks all the rules. She's dangerous and a rebel, and she never does what she's supposed to do. So this is Melody. There's her beautiful face going down. I love these boots. They're amazing. I got them from the Sims 3 resource. Phenomenal. She also has a tattoo on her arm, because she's, of course, a rebel. And then on the back, she also has a tattoo. So let's go ahead. You can't really see it very well. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this right now. Come on. Okay, I guess that's all you're going to see, because her hair and the shirt. But she has angel wings on her back. So there is Melody. And then Esther, I feel like... Or not Esther, Ruth. I feel like she kind of goes with the flow. She's a good girl. She listens to the rules when they work for her favor. But when the rules don't go in her favor, then she breaks them. Alright, moving on to Gilbert. Oh my gosh. I've always said that I thought Gilbert was like the most beautiful sim of the boys. Like, I love him. Look how gorgeous he is. He's so pretty. There he is with his bright brown eyes and his freckles and his Pursed lips. I love his hair. So here's Gilbert. He is another one that I feel like he would listen to the rules. Like, he is very much a humanitarian. He listens to the rules. He's always looking out for others. I feel like he is one of the ones who would help Miss Susan a lot, like around the house, like take out the trash and pick up the dishes and clean his room. And I feel like he was very much a helper. His traits are a genius, perspective, eccentric, and a computer whiz. And then we're moving on to Elijah. Also, I forget who it was now, but they said this like forever ago. They said when the kids aged up into teenagers that they thought it would be so cute if some of the kids like started dating each other, because they're not okay. Well, Esther and Elijah are brother and sister, but all the other kids are not. All the other kids are just random kids that were thrown together into this boarding school. So I think that Gilbert, why can't I do this? There we go. I think Gilbert and Ruth would make an adorable couple. I can't talk. Don't you guys think? I think I'm going to start working on their relationship and start like pushing them together, because I think they would be so adorable together. I think right now, for the time being, that's the only couple I feel. I feel like Ruth and Gilbert would go really well together. However, I think Melody could go with Seth. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I think personality-wise they would fit together, but right now I feel like right now they would be the only couple. Anywho, moving on. Let's move on to Elijah. Oh, there we go. Hello, love. Let's move over a little bit. This is Elijah Hemingway, Esther's twin brother, and as you can tell, they have the same eyes and they have the same hair, and the same puffiness of their cheeks. So there's that. I think he's adorable, and just like Esther, he is more a vintage old style sim. So we have him in the greaser, kind of a greaser look with the shirt and pants and suspenders. He also has tattoos all over his body, all over. You can't see them. You can kind of see one poking out from the top of his shirt and on his hands. But that is Elijah. He also has one ear pierced, and then he has a barbell right here. Come on, move. Thank you. He has his pierced ear with a barbell. Okay, I'm trying to show you guys. There we go, right there. Again, I feel like Elijah, I feel like he gives off this tough guy personality. Like, he's all big and tough and breaks the rules, but he really doesn't. I feel like he's all bark and no bite. Like, I just feel like he gives off this really strong personality, but deep down he's just a really kind, loving person who just is like has a heart of gold. That's how I see Elijah. His traits are handy, virtuoso, athletic, and ambitious. And then we're heading over to Seth Rosenbaum. Let's put that down. His traits are adventurous, brave, daredevil, and athletic. Let's focus on him. This is Seth. I also think he's really cute. I think his facial things are a little more subtle. They're a little more soft, but I still think he's super cute. I love his hair. I love the little piercing that I gave him of the dragon. And then down we go. Seth, I feel like he is a man's man. Like, he is athletic and he likes cars and girls and a little bit of a player. Just a little bit, not like full blown, but just a little bit. But I love him. There's Seth, and then my poor sweet Zach. Oh my god, I love Zach. He's so cute. Love Zach. His traits are genius, bookworm, perceptive, and eccentric. I can talk, really. I see him like a nerd. I totally see Zach as a nerd. I love the way he looks. I love his face, his clothes. Going down. I love the fact that I gave him like these little, like, I guess, what are they called? Toms? Like Tom shoes? I think he is very much a nerd. I feel like he would be like a little bit socially awkward and doesn't like wouldn't really know like the proper way of like handling things and doing things. He's just so smart and so brilliant that he's a little awkward. I feel that very much. There are the kids. Let's move on. I feel like we spent way too much time on them. Did I ever set my oh my gosh, apparently I only have 3 minutes left and I just went over the house and the kids. That is not good. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go over the top floor. Let's go up. This is gonna be a long episode. Just letting you guys know now. Actually, let's go ahead and have the kids go. We don't need them anymore. The kids that are going to school, they're going to school. I thought the bus would stay here till 9. Apparently the bus leaves at 8:30. Did not know that. So the kids were late to school. The reason why they were late to school is because none of them did their homework. So I had them all do their homework real fast before getting ready to go to school. And I don't know what is going on over here or why they're not going. Okay, they're trying. Are they fighting over the scooters? Yeah, they're fighting over the scooters to figure out who's taking who. Who's taking what. Let's just make sure they go to school. Eladri's gone. Seth is gone. Zach is getting one, and who's going to get the last one? Esther, it looks like. Is Esther going to get the last one? Yep, Esther got the last one. And then is Gilbert Melody just going to go in a taxi? Yeah. Is she going in the taxi with you? No. You're not going to let Melody ride in the taxi with you? That's sad. Let's go ahead and follow the kids to the first day of school. Well, the majority of the kids to the first day of school. I just realized something. What do I have my options on? I don't know if I have their free will all the way up yet. But there we go. Following Melody's, not Melody. Melody to school. Yay. First day of high school. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. Dang, Melody, you are taking forever. We're not going to be able to watch anyone else walk in but you. Come on. There we go. Maybe Gilbert as well, because apparently he just got here too. There's Gilbert. Oh, and Esther's walking in. Bye, Esther. Have a good day of school. Work hard. Make good choices. Okay, there's Gilbert going in, and we'll wait for Mel to go inside. What is Miss Susan doing? Okay, I don't know if I have free will on. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the house. The kids are on their way to school. Let me check my options real quick. Options. Okay. I don't know if I have free will on, so that's why I want to make sure I do. Nope, I don't. Okay, there we go. Enable aging. Okay, wait, let's restore. If I do restore default, what did that change? Wait, cancel. Sorry guys. What did it change? Options. I have 22, 21, 7, and 18. Oh, I lied. It was 18 days, not 15 days. Okay. We're gonna leave this alone yet. We're not gonna mess with this. The reason why I don't want to mess with it just yet, because then it'll affect my banished LP, and right now, and there's my timer. Stop. Okay. We're not going to listen to it. It will affect my banished LP, and right now, Starlin has like 3 days before she ages up, and Satchet has 5. So I don't want to mess with that just yet. What is he doing? I think I need to reset you, Mr. Scott. I tried to reset you, but I don't know if it worked. But I think you need to be reset. She's taking care of the garden. Alright, let's continue on with the chore of the house. So like I said, I tried not to spend too much of our money on furnishing the house. I just wanted to spend the money on actually building the house. So we walk up the stairs either way and you end up right here. Right here, the first thing I really wanted to make sure that we had, Miss Susan, do something productive. Can you not clean house? Sorry guys, I'm trying to, and my computer froze. Well, not froze, my game froze. Alright, I guess we'll talk. Weren't you doing laundry before? I feel like you were doing laundry before. Do laundry. Do something productive. Okay, so one thing I really wanted to do is I wanted to give them like a library, like a place where they can study. So right here, I feel like this Miss Susan would stand here. Sure, Elijah, you can do that. Let's do that right after school, though, so we don't forget. I feel like Miss Susan would stand right here on the podium and give lectures, and the kids would sit around and listen to her. I wanted to make sure that they have a place to do their homework, so that's why I gave them a couple of desks, some cuter computers if they need to do a book report or something. We'll get to that in a second. All the things that we've gotten from our gifts. Here's some more stuff that we've gotten from our gifts, and then I also wanted like a little like gaming room, like a little entertainment room. So we have the TV that was downstairs. I moved it upstairs, and the video game systems that were gifted to us. Spinning ourselves around. Photo booth, which was gifted to us. The ski ball that was just gifted, and the guitar. And let's move into the kids' rooms. Okay, so these are the kids' rooms. I forget who mentioned this. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really bad at names. But they said once the kids aged up into teenagers that we should no, take charisma class or use no. You're not gonna do that. Someone said once the kids aged up into teenagers that we should divide them into boys and girls room. I thought that was a really smart idea, and so that's what we ended up doing. So this is the boys' rooms. This is their trophies from scouting. For some reason, when you zoom out, the beds glitch out. I don't know why. I can't fix them. That's just how they are. Sorry guys, my computer is like a little overheating, and because it's overheating, it's being difficult to manage. Okay, so here are the beds. I set them all up. I forget now, like, who's who. I know that's Zach. That has to be Elijah. And that's Seth, and then Gilbert, I believe, because those are the colors I set for them when they were babies. Read demand excellence, or you'll get mediocre. Sure. That was Gilbert. Gilbert, love. I have to do it right after he gets home, or I'll forget. Catch a fish and deliver it to... No. Go away. Stop giving me opportunities. Okay, so this is the girls' room. If I remember right, this is Ruth, Melody, Esther, right? Please tell me if I'm right on that or wrong. And then I gave the girls a little bit of a what is going on? Oh, it's the ice cream truck. I'm like, what is that noise? The girls, this was gifted to us. This was gifted, and then the girls' ballet trophies. So yeah, there's that. Let's go over here. Who is making noise? Mr. Scott is playing the guitar. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Again, dormitory style. The house, entryway, showers, toilets, and then over here is Mr. and Mrs. Chesterfield's private quarters. So the kids cannot get into this. Only Mr. Scott and Miss Susan can. So you walk in through their door right here, and they walk into a little kitchenette, a little kitchen, a little table. They have a radio right here. Then you walk this way through a archway into their bedroom. Nothing special, just a little bed with their diplomas. And then over here we have the pictures of them. I really want them to use this soon to take a romantic picture of each other, with each other. So we're going to do that soon. There's their beautiful little pictures. And then you walk this way down the hallway. And again, you enter another archway. Let me go ahead and put the walls down on that. Into an all-in-one bathroom and a washer and dryer. The reason why I did that is because I didn't want to... we were running out of space, so I gave them an all-in-one and then like a little place because we need a place for the washer and dryer. It's the same washer and dryer that we had originally bought. I just recolored it. And then over here, as you can tell, there is a little nursery. And by little, I mean little. There's just a bed and a little swing set, and then you might have noticed the potty chair over here. And then out here on the what is this called? What is it? It's not a porch. Well, I forget what it's called. I can't think. My brain's not working. We have a rocking chair and then a playpen and then the little toys. I want Mr. Scott and Miss Susan to have a baby. That was like one of the things I said I was going to tell you guys later. I really want them to have a baby. So I'm going after Miss Susan ages up, which I might actually not age trigger her, but have her, like, force her to have a birthday today, because she's supposed to age up tomorrow, I think. Yeah, she's supposed to age up tomorrow, so I might force her to age up tonight. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry that this episode's not very exciting, you guys. We just basically went over the house, which I feel really bad about. I'm so sorry. Maybe I won't mark this as an actual episode. Maybe I'll just mark it as, like, an introduction video, part 2 or something, because I feel really bad about this, guys. I'm sorry. It's so long. But I just wanted to show you guys the house. I hope you guys like the new house. I really like it. I think I did a really good job, really well job on this. Is she still working in the garden? My gosh. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Let me know down below what you guys think of the house, what you guys think I should do, what I should take, if I should take anything away, if I gave us too much. And by the way, you can probably tell we have no money. The reason why I did that is because I'm saying that you can eat those. Why not? I'm saying you stop playing because you are making me do things I don't want. Okay, real quick. You need to work on your handiness and your athletic skills. So let's go ahead and send you back upstairs. Actually, no, let's have you play. Practice. Awesome. He needs to work on his athletic skill. And you were supposed to be searching, little man. Sniff out collectible. Sniff. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, awesome. So people going into action. What was I? Where was I? Oh my gosh. Money. So I'm saying that we just used up all of our money to build this beautiful boarding school. So right now we're at 0 simoleons. However, I am going to start selling out. Why can't you eat this? Eat waffles. Okay, can you put them away then? Ooh, that's another thing. All the kids wanted to get part-time jobs. I don't know if we should allow them to get a part-time job. They need to sign up for after-school activities. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I don't think I'm going to give the kids after-school jobs. Only because I feel like, they're so rich. Like, they're supposed to come from rich families. And so I don't think they would necessarily need to get part-time jobs to, like, support themselves, and whatever money they would get would go into Mr. Scott's and Miss Susan's bank accounts. So I don't think that would be fair, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, I am going to set them up for after-school activities because I feel like that is something that they would do. And actually, let's go ahead and have Miss Susan do that right now. She can do that off the computer, correct? At least I think she can. Sorry guys, we are all over the place. Money! Right now we're at 0 simoleons, and I'm saying that the reason why we're at 0 simoleons is because, sign up child and for after school activities. Okay, we'll go deal with this in a second because I don't remember which one's which. Brain, everywhere. Many simoleons. We used all of the simoleons. I'm saying that they used all of the simoleons to build the boarding school. So whatever money we get, or whatever objects we get from gifts that you guys send us, I'm going to sell that so we can get money so we can pay for bills when the bills come. Also, I never went over this, but Mr. Scott had a job before he entered into our household, so I'm saying that that's okay because he had already gotten the job on his own. So I'm not going to make him quit his job just because he moved into the household, and the rules only said that if the only job that Miss Susan could have was the babysitter career. Since I'm playing this challenge in a different way, I'm kind of making up my own rules as I go along from here on out. So I'm going to say that Mr. Scott can keep his job. However, Miss Susan, the only job that she can have and needs to complete in order for us to complete this challenge is the babysitter career. Okay, I think I'm just gonna end the episode here. I'm so sorry, guys. Everything was everywhere. I know some of you are going to be disappointed in this. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave comments down below of what you guys think I should do from here on out. Let me know if you guys like the relationship for Gilbert and Ruth, and if you think Melody and Seth could get along. Because I think Seth is like, he's kind of like full of himself, and he thinks he's a hot shot, and he's like a little bit of a player. But I think like Melody would totally keep him in line. Like, she would keep him in check. Be like, boy, listen, no. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, leave me down below baby names here, Mr. Scott and Miss Susan, because I want them to have a baby. Like I said, I might age Miss Susan up, or I might not. I haven't fully decided yet. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be kind to one. My brain was like, where am I going with this? As always, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, glorious day. And remember, be kind to one another and love yourself, because that is the most important thing. Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah.